We are live.
No, people don't think I normally drink out of a pink glass.
Yeah, they do. You foo-foo glass. Greetings and salutations, and welcome to another episode of The Imperfect Podcast.
Oh, man.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Rob, man.
That's Rob.
Greetings and-
I was going for a Bruno Kirby from
Oh, yeah.
Good Morning Vietnam.
Good Morning, Vietnam.
I'm funny. I can be funny. Monsieur Steve. Monsieur Steve. He's just not funny at all.
I'm funny.
I'm funny. I can be funny.
I love that movie, man. That's just, that role is a perfect example of how talented Robin Williams was.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about a movie that pivots right at one point from ultra comedy to ultra drama, and he didn't even miss a step. It's so good.
It's funny because like the movie's based off of a real guy, but in real life that guy wasn't funny. He didn't.
Adrian Crowe.
Yeah, like he didn't do any of all that like goofy stuff. I don't. They changed it for that when Robin Williams signed on,
Oh yeah,
just so Robin Williams can just go crazy and be Robin Williams.
I would too.
What is happening with my phone?
Did you ever? Were you the one who told me the story of how and why he wasn't the genie in the second Aladdin?
I think so, but I forgot why.
Well, he had gotten in an argument with the head of Disney because he signed on to do Aladdin, the original one, under the stipulation that the genie character itself not be used in any of the advertisements.
Really?
Because he just wanted to do it for his kids, and he didn't want it to be sold, like his image to be sold off of it. Well, obviously they used it like crazy, so they burned that relationship. And particularly, there was one poster that had the genie really big. And
Robin Williams.
Yeah, right. They don't even undersell it. You know, they're just like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna burn this bridge. We're gonna use a flamethrower. You know. But so he refused to do the second one, and that's when they signed Dan Castellaneta.
Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson, yeah. Now, he did come back for the third one. Did you know that?
Nah, I never saw the third Aladdin.
What was it, The Prince of Thieves?
Was that it?
Well, there was a Return of Jafar.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Prince of Thieves was the third one.
And what had happened there is they switched heads of studio. And the guy who took over the head of studio was also the guy who headed the studio that launched Mrs. Doubtfire. So it was a lot easier. They actually came out and publicly, as a company, publicly apologized to Robin Williams. So he agreed to come back on for Aladdin 3, which obviously was a huge success because people the likes of you didn't even see it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to anime movies, I try to stay away from the thirds
What?
and seconds.
So pretty much any sequel?
Have you seen Pocahontas 2? It was horrible.
No.
It was garbage.
No. Ferngully 2?
There's a Ferngully 2?
I didn't know. I was just
Oh, god damn it.
guessing.
You know also is garbage?
What's that?
This limited edition Starbucks smoked butterscotch latte.
That sounds disgusting.
I saw it at work last night. I'm like, ooh, smoked. It tastes gross, dude.
Yeah, Ferngully 2, The Magical Rescue.
I can't even finish this. This is disgusting.
Got a 4.6 out of 10.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's Ferngully
Isn't
too.
that? Can I smell it?
Yeah.
What is this?
Smoked
butterscotch
butterscotch.
with other natural flavors.
Yeah, it's fucking
Is
gross.
it buttery and savory?
No, it's disgusting.
It smells like
I don't even.
butterscotch.
I don't even taste butterscotch though.
It smells like butterscotch. It didn't. I don't know what it tastes. I don't know what
It tastes like smokiness.
Yeah, you got a bad history and run with drinks.
Yeah, I know. I'm never drinking anything on this podcast again.
I guess neither Starbucks nor Kona Red will be sponsors.
I love Starbucks. I love this smoked butterscotch drink. It's the best drink I've ever had.
I'm drinking Dunkin', America's drink.
Yeah, I should have gone with Dunkin'.
Mm.
Isn't that their? Should have gone with Dunkin'.
No, I think America runs on Dunkin'.
America runs on Dunkin'.
Mm.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
You notice I put the blue fuzzy on for you.
I do.
Yeah.
That's nice, man. It's something to get diseased.
Yeah.
I'll spread it all. I've been ill all week.
Yeah, we all have been.
How hard did it hit you?
Not throwing up, and I did get dizzy a few times at work, but I didn't throw up or anything.
This one was particularly bad, and I don't know. I don't think it's just because I also had a tooth extracted at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Because Nicole was in bad shape, man. Like, bad shape. So...
I knew she was going to get sick. I told Shannon. She didn't believe it. She's like, nah, Nicole will be fine.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Rob's sick. That means she's going to get sick. That's just how it happens.
Dude, I'm like the fucking early American settlers when it comes to disease, dude. I spread that shit like it's nothing, man. I bring back shit that people thought was dead. Oh, smallpox? Boom. Black plague? Boom.
Do it.
Yeah, that's just what I do. Like, you know how many times I've been to a doctor? I want to say at least twice, where I'm not bullshitting at this at all. I've been to doctors at least 2 separate occasions where the doctor looked at whatever my condition was, and they're like, I don't know what this is.
What the fuck is happening?
I mean, they didn't blow it up like that, but they were honestly like, we don't know.
Can you raise the mic some? Not like that.
That was a mess.
I just meant the armor. There we go.
No. How about that?
It looks so low.
That's because I talk low, man.
Is the mic on?
Check.
Oh, there we go.
Is this all ruined now?
No, we're
Should
good.
we start over?
No, we're fine.
We should start over.
Nah, I think we're good.
All right. So what's new, man? Tell me something interesting.
I'll show you something interesting if it'll go through. I tried to text you earlier, but it wasn't going through. Let's see if this picture will go through.
Were you on Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it's here. I was just trying to. It was before I Marco Polo'd you. I was texting you like, "How you feeling?"
Yeah, I didn't get any of that.
Yeah, well, it kept telling me like, "Didn't go through, didn't go through," and I tried to send it through like 10 times, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna Marco Polo."
I'll probably get it at like 3 o'clock.
This one went through, obviously. I'm gonna send you a picture.
Okay.
Yeah, so whenever you get it, just.
The suspense through the audience. Oh, here we go. That's fast.
Oh, nice.
You have 45 messages from Anthony.
It's all like, "How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling?"
All right, so we have a picture of a urinal that somebody took a shit in.
Yeah, that's at my work, dude. I walked into the bathroom 2 days ago at work.
All right, real quick. Was there anyone else in the bathroom when you took a picture of the shit? You
No, I made sure no one was in there.
Because that is my thing. Like, I walk in and I see a guy taking a picture. I'm like, oh, I wonder what he's. Must be like an animal or a bug. Or it's like, no, it's just a shit urinal.
Yeah, someone shit in the urinal at work. Who the fuck does that?
Well, interestingly enough, I have a story about it. Are you aware of this?
Did you shit in the urinal once?
So, we were living in West Virginia, and we had to drive back up to Cleveland for the weekend. And I want to say it was for Grandpa's funeral. So this would have been in '94. And we're driving up, and we just get out of West Virginia, and we cross over to the Ohio border. And we pass the rest station there, and it says, like, you know, no stops for 74 miles or some shit like that. And, you know, big guy gives his, does anyone have to use the bathroom? And, of course, we're all like, no, we're great. Woohoo. Well, about 20 minutes in, I get the bubbly guts, man. And I have got to take a shit. I was like 11, or I was 12 at the time. And I go, you know, when you're a kid and you're younger, you always have that moment where you tell your parents you didn't have to use the bathroom, and then you have to use the bathroom, but you're reluctant to tell them because you know they're just going to chastise you for, I thought I told you and asked you before, did you use the bathroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that happened. And instead of going to my dad, I'm like, Mom, I got to use the bathroom. So she could be like, Bob, he's got to use the bathroom. And then, you know, big guy would be like, oh, yeah, I thought I told you. And she's like, well, come on, we got to find a place, you know, whatever. Well, there is no rest areas, but there is this exit. But it's been 25 more minutes at this point. So I am on the edge, like turtle head poking out. And we find this McDonald's right off the highway. And big guy, he pulls in, and he pulls into one of those angled parking spaces right by the door.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, all right, hurry up. So I run in there, and I open the door to the men's room. And as you walk in, there's one stall for a toilet, and there's one urinal. The stall was locked. Somebody was in it, and there is brown climbing up my eyeballs at this point, dude. I had to shit so fucking bad. So I just stand back and I start doing this bounce
I got a shit dance, man.
Yeah, like,
We've all done the dance.
Come on. Nothing, dude. This dude is taking it. He must be fucking reading the paper or something, you know? And then it starts the drip.
Oh.
The squeeze drip. Where, like, the pressure, the PSI is built up. And, like, if you don't find somewhere, like, it's weird. You ever rush to the bathroom knowing you had to poop?
I did that this morning.
And the closer you get to the bathroom, the more radical your bowels get.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like your brain's just like, all right, you're on your own now, figure it out. You know, it's like, no, I still got like 10 feet. You know? Well, that's what was happening, but it wasn't because I was running. It was because the power is gone. Like the muscles have been, you know, we can't do it any longer. So I turn to my right, and there's a fucking urinal there, and I'm like, it's my only option. And 12-year-old Rob pulls his pants down, like right above his knees inside of McDonald's, and sprays the nastiest shit all over this. And like the picture you showed me was nothing. I mean, I'm talking explosive, paint the walls, Jackson Pollock,
Jesus Christ,
gross nastiness, dude. And it's funny because like I don't think there was a person in the toilet. I think it was just out of order and they had locked it somehow from the inside because no one said anything. Like once I started doing it. Either that.
I mean, if I was in the stall, I wouldn't have said anything. Hey, what are you doing out there? Spraying a urinal?
Either that or they were playing it down, you know what I mean? So, I wrap up and like I'm grabbing paper towels from around that little wall where the sink is, wipe my butt, and I throw it into the urinal. I don't care at this point. It's a mess. And I wash my hands, and I go to leave. I pull open the door, and I'm walking out. And as I'm walking out, a McDonald's employee is walking in. And I'm like, fuck. I just start running towards the front door, and all of a sudden I hear him scream, what the fuck? And like, I'm running at this point. I jump into the car. And I'm like, big guy, go, 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 go. And he's like, what'd you do? I'm like, just go. And he skirts out of there. Man, so like, I can sympathize with that story.
It's funny because I assumed that was probably the case. Of just like, someone was probably in the stall. Someone really had a shit. Mm. But, because we only had, it's weird, the bathroom in the store only has one stall.
Yeah, well, that's how that one was, you know?
You feel like a grocery store would have more than one stall.
That's a big store, too.
It's a huge store.
Yeah.
Bigger than my old store.
Yeah, that's like 20, 30 of those McDonald's. Man.
I did notice somebody joined and then left.
It's like, oh man, he's talking.
They joined. You're talking about shit in the urinal. Like, I'm out of here.
Well, you know, it's real life, man. It happens. You never done that?
No.
Yeah.
But I do have that same theory of like, if you have to use the bathroom and then you're like driving home or walking home or something, the closer you get to your house, the more you have to go. Yeah. It's like your body's just like, I know we're getting close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who tell me they have the fear of like, well, you even said it, like you won't drink coffee when we go on hikes and stuff because you won't. Like,
I don't want to have to.
It makes you want to poop.
Yeah, coffee gives me, I call it the coffee gut.
So the shits.
Yeah. And yeah, like the shits. Coffee makes me like go. It's like a laxative for me.
So you won't drink it when we go hiking?
Yeah.
The place where if you were to shit, it is a wilderness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
I just don't want someone walking by being like, look at that guy shitting. Someone call a park ranger.
I love how you like picture it being like Friday, but like, smoking. What are you doing back there? Taking the shit.
Pretty much. That's how it is in my head.
Some crackhead's gonna show up. Maybe he's out.
Got these cheese burgers, man.
I suck your dick.
I suck your
Anthony, what are you doing back there? Take a shit.
Take a shit. Yeah. So, with my luck, that'd be you as someone's walking by. They don't see me until you say it.
I think I would do that now.
Just to draw attention to me.
I'm going to go out of my way from here on out. Anthony, what are you doing back there? Taking a shit? That's great. That's disgusting. Now I got to delete that off.
Yeah, you don't want to look at that. Interesting. I got a text from Shannon. She's watching right now. Hi. She said, can barely hear Rob, like his mic isn't working, which made me think maybe the button or something. Like this is, I don't know. But then she said, ooh, he bumped the mic and it started to work.
Is it working?
It looks like it's working on my end. All right.
Well, it's probably for the best. You wouldn't want to hear what I was just talking
Yeah, Rob's talking low today. He's sick, so
Very ill.
yeah, he's getting over his sickness.
Well, here's what happened.
That was spread through 5 people.
On Saturday, I had a searing pain in my mouth, like a tooth pain.
Well, I remember on your birthday, you lying on the couch just being like, my tooth.
Right. Well, from the ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense now.
Mhm. Well, it got to the point where it was uncontrollable, and it felt like somebody like that night. That I guess it would have been Friday night. Was the worst night's sleep I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah.
Because I could not, like, I had Oragel. I had Oragel.
He bumped it. Now it's not working.
I can't hear him.
See, my mic's too good.
Well,
I'm in the yellow. I need to get another one of these babies.
What is that?
This is a newer NW800. I think it cost me like $25 or $50 or something.
Oh,
But
nice.
I need to, what I need to get is another, like a new soundboard that has more than one XLR input. Because once I do that, I can get better mics with XLR cables. Because you're running on a 3.5,
Not 3.5, man.
3 point something.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I was guessing.
Yeah, into a converter to make it because it's bigger.
So, worst night's sleep. The next day, I actually go to work and I run my route with this godforsaken pain. And now we're on a weekend. This is Saturday. No fucking dentist is open on Saturday. Well, I found this place. I'm not going to name them because it's not important, but they're like an urgent care, but for dentists.
See, I always thought like that should be a thing.
Oh, they need it. Yeah, for sure. Because when does it always happen? At nighttime.
Yeah.
Or on a weekend. Where you can't get shit taken care of.
Yeah.
And if you go to have you ever been to ER for a tooth pain?
I assume that they just look at you like you're an idiot. Like, I'm a doctor. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with teeth.
Usually,
Here's some painkillers or
at
antibiotics.
best, they'll give you painkillers, and they'll tell you, you need to just talk to your dentist. We don't do that stuff. So it's a pointless visit. And, like, because Nicole, she's like, well, I think we should just go to ER. So I'm like, I know what I've been there for a toothache before. I know what's going to happen. I'm like, I got to make it through the night. And then we found this place, and, you know, she called for me when I was working and set it up. And it was...
Sketch?
Oh, it was sketch. I mean, it might as well have been someone's, you know, backyard. That's how sketch it was. Like, at first, I couldn't even find the place. Like, I was sitting outside. I call them, and I'm like, yeah, where are you guys located? And they're like, oh, we're here at blah, blah, blah. And I knew that's what they were going to say, but, like, I still couldn't see the building. I'm like, oh, okay, right on. They're like, why? I'm like, because I'm here, and I can't see where your shit is. That's what I said. I'm in pain at this point. My social graces are out the window. And they're like, oh, well, we're around the corner. I'm like, okay. So I go in, and I find out that my insurance is only assigned to one dentist. Like, you have to pick a dentist and stick to that dentist. Therefore, I can't use this insurance at this dental office.
That sucks.
But it's the only one open. And, and I'm in thriving pain, you know? So I was like, all right, fuck it. Whatever, I'll pay it. Well, they take me back there. My appointment was at 1:40. I got there at 1. That's how much pain I was in. I was like, just get me in. They do all the x-rays and stuff. The guy comes in and he's like, we got to pull it. I'm like, no crown, no cap, no root, like no expensive options. He's like, no.
No expensive options?
he's like, look.
Oh, no way.
He shows me the x-ray. He's like, look at your mouth. And I'm like, oh, here we go. He's like, you notice the tooth, the bad one, and he circles it. He's like, you notice there's no tooth underneath it? He's like, because you got that pulled out. He's like, if we fix this and we cap it and we make it look pretty, over time, since it has no support on the bottom, it's just going to go crooked and fall out eventually.
Weird.
Unless I got an implant on the bottom. He's like, are you going to get an implant? I'm like, no. He's like, all right, we're going to pull it. And I made this like little chuckle joke of, well, I guess that's what you get for smoking for 20 years. He's like, this would be the first, this is what he said to me. This would be the first time you'll ever hear a dentist say this. This has nothing to do with smoking. You need to brush and floss. I'm like, oh man, here we go. And he was like, he was Asian, but very militant.
My dentist was Asian, Dr. Cho.
Was he?
Best dentist I ever had.
This guy was not.
I've only really had like Asian dentists.
In fact, he kept throwing snide, passive-aggressive comments to all his employees. It was very uncomfortable. I felt like I was in a tiger den. You know what that is?
Mm-mm.
In Vietnam War, they kept their POWs in tiger dens.
Oh, okay.
Like he was about to scream Mao at me and make me play
Mao,
Russian
get him
roulette.
out.
Yeah. So...
You have to pull out your own tooth.
Yeah. he pulls a gun to my head. He's got pliers.
Get him out!
Mao! It's like, oh, damn. You know what? That'd probably be worse than Russian roulette, man.
Oh, yeah, totally.
The guy holds a gun to your head, forcing you to pull your own teeth out. Now we definitely have 0 listeners. This guy's shitting in urinals and pulling his teeth. Anyway, so it has to get extracted. Now, they haven't even numbed me, and it's already 3:30. So it's been over 2 hours. You know, and I'm like, son of a bitch. Well, they come in, they numb me, you know. They
See, right when they walked in, right before they started looking at anything, I'm like, before you do anything, Novocaine, bitch.
Oh, I've been hopped up on a bunch of Advil and stuff at that point. I also was carrying around, what's that tooth shit?
Oragel,
and then there was this vial one that it came in a vial that you use like tweezers and cotton balls, and when you touch the cat, like it numbs it like that. It was insane. Anyway, they numb it up, and he's like, "All right, we're gonna do this." And him and the aide, the dental assistant,
dental assistant.
He's like trying to convince her to go to dental school over my chest while he's pulling. He's like,
just go.
He's like, look, you need to go. Sometimes you're going to have these, which suck. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? He's like, especially this one. And he's just ripping and pulling and grabbing. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? He's like, hold on. And he's like, he shoves like this cloth in the back of my throat. He's like, just in case anything falls, I'm sure we're going to have some shrapnel. I don't know why this guy sounds like Gary Busey. That's what he did. And he's just yanking and twisting and pulling. He's like, they're normally not this hard. I'm like, well, this is great, you know? 20 minutes, dude. 20 minutes of yanking and pulling on my fucking gum. And it's been, what, 3.5 days now? And it is swollen and it hurts. I think he broke my jaw, dude. I think it's broken.
Nah, it's going to be swollen and hurt, man.
I've had teeth extracted before.
Which one? Was it the back?
It was the back one, yeah.
Yeah.
And he had to put stitches in.
Yeah. Did they give you anything?
Well, yeah.
Pain-wise?
Yeah, but he gave me like 6 of them and they're gone, you know?
Gotcha. I remember I had like tooth pain that kept me up nights. I had my wisdom teeth came in really late. And so it was growing in, but it came in impacted, so it was crushing my molar.
Mm.
And I just, for weeks, I just dealt with the pain. Weeks. I'm just like, there'd be like 5 nights where I just pacing all night long.
What did it feel like?
I felt like someone stabbing me in the face.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, like,
your ears hurt?
Yeah, my ears hurt, my face hurt, my head. I just couldn't, like, I was just, I'd like, it was to the point where it was like, I would bash my head into a wall to knock me out if that would make it so I couldn't feel the pain. It was so bad. And I'd do everything I'd read on, like compresses, tea bags, all that stuff, trying to make the pain. Like, Oragel stopped working after a while, like.
Oh.
And then I went to my dentist and stuff, and they pulled it out. But I remember like my dentist, like, and he like put the thing in my mouth, and they put his foot on the chair, like and he was like, I'm just joking. And I was like, huh?
Wait, when to pull it out?
Yeah, like,
Dude, not this guy, but I had another Asian guy out in Brunswick before. He put his knee on my chest for leverage to pull my. Yeah, dude. He wasn't a big guy though, so I think he needed it.
My dentist used to make a lot of like S&M jokes about like he's like, I'm not trying to hurt you,
Where am I?
and then like make some sort of like
Unless
S&M
you
joke.
love it.
Like like I'd have to pay you. You'd have to pay me a lot more, and it'd be a different job.
You sure he was joking?
He was a cool dude though.
You know, he's like he put me under and my ass hurt when I woke up. I've never been put out for dentistry. Have you?
I had my gums raised, and I wasn't put out, but they gave me Halcyon, which is like a
What do you mean raised?
like I don't know how to describe it.
Well, that's good for an audio format.
But they put me out, and it was like they gave me Halcyon, which is like a conscious sedative.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was awake, but the day just flew by like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever had surgery before?
No.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Well, I told you last year when I had
You
surgery.
had the hand surgery?
Yeah. Did I tell you what happened when I woke up?
No.
Or like when I was being pushed into the
Weren't
room?
they like, this is the guy who has nobody?
Yeah, that was it.
Him!
So like
By himself. No one's here with him.
I don't know if it was the drugs at that point, but I vividly remember them saying that before they started gassing me. But like at that point, like, you know, I was going through a divorce. Destiny was at school, and then I had her go over to her uncle's house afterwards because I'm like, I'm going to be having surgery. You know, she doesn't need to be up here. My parents, they came the next day, so I had like nobody there. It was just me. And the nurse, before they rolled me downstairs, they're like, you have anybody here with you? I'm like, no, I'm by myself. And like, as they take me down to the anesthesia room, which is a big, bright room. There's other people. There's probably about 10 people in that room spread out. I saw her go up to another nurse and just like put her hand up and whisper like, that's the guy who doesn't have anybody. And
What?
that nurse walks up to another nurse and goes, yeah, that's the one. He doesn't have anybody. And then
Nice.
like as they finally put me, you know, they gassing me up, and that's all I remember is like, this is the guy with nobody. He has nobody. He's alone.
What is it like? Is it like, do you feel like you're sleeping, you're dreaming, or does it feel like
No, you're just
you're
out.
out and then you're awake?
That's what it
And
is.
it's done.
That's what it is.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's
Weird.
like there is no. I mean, the last thing you remember is like counting backwards, or they're counting backwards, and then you're out, and then you wake up hours later, and you feel like shit. Anyway, when I woke up, I'm in a different room, and the nurse is standing there, like one of the nurses, but it wasn't my actual nurse. And she's like, how you feeling? I'm like, she looks at my chart and she's like, oh, Sandy, this is the guy who doesn't have anybody. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Stop saying that.
The most depressing time of my life, all right? And I remember after, I remember telling this story to Nicole after we got together. And particularly this past week, because like, again, it was in September last year that happened. Almost a year to the day. And I'm like, we're sitting there both sick today, or these past few days. And we're miserable, but we're there. And we're helping each other where we can, you know? And I was like, do you realize if we never met, it would be that same exact thing. It's like, except my own head telling me, oh, this is a guy who doesn't have anybody. You know, and it's not so much about not having, it's just like the idea of someone who cares enough.
Yeah.
And it's like when I got back after that surgery, I just started crying.
You're going to make our listeners cry again.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. So I shit in a urinal.
Sorry. So you came back and you started crying.
Well, yeah.
It's got a tough moment. It's got.
And I remember the next day, I had a few visitors. My parents came up. The pastor came up. And my ex-wife's father came up, which was weird. And I remember sitting there, and I was trying to explain it to my mom. I'm like, yesterday I just felt so empty and alone, you know. And she's like, she gave me that nod and that weird look, like, yeah, I understand. But I think she was saying it more in like a Charles Manson, I'm gonna kill you sort of way. With that like empty, cold stare, where I was like, no, I'm just trying to make a connection here. I want you to, you know.
Stop staring at me like that.
Yeah, stop staring at me like that. Put those needles down. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what the fucking point of the story was. Just to make people cry.
Yeah. So next week we're gonna try to have my brother on,
I think that's a great idea.
because he's going through a lot of stuff right now. Him and his wife are getting divorced, and the way he described it to me, like how he found out, right then I was like, we need to talk about this.
Yeah,
Because he like woke up in the middle of the night. She was trying to take the ring off his finger. Like
that's.
he was like, "What's fucking happening?"
That's fucked.
Then she left because they're in town. They live like an hour and a half away. And then she left him here.
That's very Henry Hill
Yeah.
from Goodfellas. When he wakes up and she's got the
Get
gun
the gun in his
pointed.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except she's just yanking his finger.
But then I don't like the whole. He's telling me all this stuff like, yeah, we're getting divorced and blah 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 and this and that, and I'm just like, okay, that sucks. I guess whatever. I don't know her, so whatever. But then what he told me yesterday really bummed me out, and it just goes to show I was talking to him about Red Dead Redemption 2, and he's like, yeah, I won't be playing that for a while. I went back to get my stuff. She sold my Xbox One. She sold all my games. She sold my movies. I barely got anything now. I was like, what? I was really bummed. I was like, what a bitch, dude.
That's conniving.
Yeah. That just goes to show, like, what kind of relationship they had.
Right.
Where she'll just, like,
Especially if
wouldn't even let him take his stuff.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I think what's going to add an interesting dynamic to... I'm glad you invited him
Yeah.
to sit down and talk with us. I think it's going to be good to have myself there, someone who's been through it.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be good to have you there, someone who's close and understands him from a different angle. So I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Have you thought about what you want to talk to him about? Or no?
I've gotten some ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll save it for next week.
No, that's
though.
fine. Like I'm not asking for that now.
But the one...
You ever shit in the urinal?
Charlie! Let's talk about your ass. Your shitting habits. But today I was talking to my mom today, and she was telling me how, I guess Chris... Because my mom, my aunt, and my cousin, they live in a duplex. My aunt and my cousin live upstairs. My mom lives in the place downstairs. I guess Chris and Lizzie are moving downstairs.
So they're all going to move.
And my dad's moving out.
Where's he moving?
My mom, I think closer to his work. So it's some down near College Circle or University Circle, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
She's going to be neighbors with Charlie because that's where Charlie's at.
He's got an apartment down there?
I don't even know. My mom didn't. She was like, I don't know. He wants to be closer to work. That's all I know. But I remember I was like, how much do you pay? How much do you pay rent there? How much do they pay rent upstairs? Obviously, it's going to make more sense for you to just split everything. Yeah. And then she told me that, like, that's Charlie. I was like, Charlie, I think I found a place for you. Super cheap. He was like, where? And I was like, well, Chris and Lizzie are moving downstairs to live with Mom. The upstairs will be empty. The landlord...
You're such a solution-oriented...
The landlord's going to fix it up, but I'm sure you can get it cheap if you say don't fix it. Right? Here's how much it is. But Charlie's like, I don't know if I can live above them. And I was like, think of it, dude. You could, like, put on boots and just clomp around upstairs in the middle of the night.
That's terrible. I think he would, though.
He's actually thinking about it, I think. He was like, I'll think about it.
I
don't think he'd be the type to clomp around.
I'd actually want to know more about that maybe next week.
Yeah.
Well, how much is it?
I think my mom said the upstairs was like $550, $570 or something.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. For like, I think it's like 2 bedrooms and an attic.
Right.
Yeah. So. And like that pantry room.
I kind of want to know where your dad's moving now.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't tell me anything.
When was the last time you talked to him?
The other day. I didn't mean to text him. I texted somebody else.
I hate when I accidentally send a message to the wrong person.
And it was I think I was trying to text I think I was texting back Shannon. I texted faux show, and I realized I texted my dad randomly faux show.
Do you ever accidentally
and then he was like,
dirty
hello.
text to somebody?
No.
I've done that once.
Really? Yeah. Was it your mom?
It may have been.
Oh God.
No, I don't know.
I always double check when I'm sending dirty texts
I
to make sure I don't
pretty
have
good,
up the wrong
like
text.
If you're going through different screens and stuff, and you're handling a lot of business.
Yeah, especially if you're talking to a lot of people. I don't think I've really sent really many dirty texts.
Oh, dude, I sent a lot.
Yeah. Well, I know you told me you guys are really dirty texters. You're dirty texting right now.
Yeah. No, we have our moments.
But he said hello. I said hello.
And then he said, "What are you wearing?"
Yeah. I was like, Dad. He said, and then he was like, "I'm at work. Just wanted to say hi." And I said, "Yeah, me too," because I was at work. And he was like, "Talk soon." And I never heard back.
When was that?
Saturday, September 22nd. What's today? The 25th.
Yeah.
So.
And so next week will be your brother.
Yeah.
And then, do we have a date on your father? Or no?
No, he just I gotta find out. Like, do you ever have Sundays? Like, when you have a Sunday or a Monday off, let us know. We'll get you on the podcast. It's just a show where we just interview our family members.
Well, realistically, that's all we've done and talked about them.
Yeah.
It's,
It is a family pod, a family comedy show, or
Well,
no, it's a life comedy show. Never mind.
like, not a lot's been going on recently. It's just everybody's been ill or sick. It's been a very depressing month, you know? I mean, it started off fantastic, but it's just been a rough one. I remember last September being the exact same.
Yeah.
And then, October hit and things switch back to normal, and then you get ready for Christmas and stuff, you know?
You're a big Christmas fan.
I'm a huge Christmas fan.
Don't you have like 5 Christmas trees?
Last year we had 4.
4 Christmas trees.
We had one in the living room, one in the dining room, one in the theater, and then one in Destiny's room. I have an extra tree. I could put up 5. I don't think I'm going to do that many this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also, like, I want to... Last year, Nicole and I just met. Like, we met on October 7th. So our 1-year anniversary's coming up. But we didn't spend Thanksgiving together because we were still really fresh. I had my parents over here, and Uncle Danny and all of them came over. It was all right.
Right on.
And then Christmas, like, I had spent over at her house the few days leading up to it because Avery went back home, and then, like, it was just her and I hanging out. And I remember Christmas morning, like, I had given her gifts and stuff, and I said goodbye, and I went to my parents' house. And I was still messaging her through the day and stuff. But I didn't even think about it because we were only 2 months in at the time. And she said it was one of the hardest days ever because, like, she had such a fantastic few days before that, and showering of love and gifts and so forth, and then it just all had to end on, like, one of the most important days. And I told her, I was like, that'll never happen again. So, like, this year, like, Thanksgiving, Christmas, it's more about the big picture, the big plan. Like, I don't know what your plans are for those holidays. But
I don't know. I'll probably hang with Shannon.
Like, the idea is
if she wants me to.
Like, we've talked about doing, like, well, she calls it Orphan Thanksgiving, but, like, I call it Misfits Thanksgiving, where everybody who doesn't have somewhere to go, you throw them a Thanksgiving together.
Right on. Normally, I don't do anything for holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not used to it. Well, because I've been away from everybody for so long that...
It's never been a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, now it is, man.
Yeah, it is. Now I'm making a turkey this year.
Dude, I made one last year.
I've never made a turkey before. I'm not trying to try it now.
Well, first off, let me give you some advice, man. If you do the bag, cut your time in half.
Yeah?
I screwed that up so bad last year.
Oh! Sorry, I saw someone typed in the chat box.
Wow.
Shannon.
Questions?
No.
No, they,
I'll be hanging out with her this holiday season.
Is that what it said?
Yeah. She's like, I want you to, you big dork.
You are a big dork.
I am a big dork. Hey, Shannon, hit that follow button.
His 3 biggest fans out there, Shannon, his mom, and somebody else.
My mom's not. My mom says she's a big fan, and then it comes time to be a fan, and she's like, me.
Right.
I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, this year, there's a few things I want to do for the holiday season. I want all of us, if we can, to go down to 'Tis the Season in Amish country. It's like the Ohio's biggest Christmas store.
Right on.
It's fantastic. 3 floors of just insanity, man. Themed Christmas trees. Good times. I want to go sledding.
I would love to go sledding.
I want to go sledding at some point this year. I think that would be fantastic. There's a lot, dude. I mean, I want to put up decorations. I want to make cookies. I'm Clark Griswold when it comes to, that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I always go overboard,
There's a guy I work with yesterday had a shenanigans 457 is now following. I thought I'd turn that sound off. Oh well. Thanks for the follow, shenanigans. A guy I work with yesterday, he was like leaving and he took off his work shirt. Underneath it, he had a Christmas vacation shirt. It just said Griswold Christmas on it, and it had like the station wagon with the tree on top.
You know, I got that exact same shirt upstairs. Right
Really?
now. I swear to God.
It's funny because like a week ago, or like maybe a week or two, I think probably like a week ago, he took off his work shirt and he had a Del Boca Vista shirt on, and I was like, nice. And then like the assistant manager, she was like, "What's that from?" And I was like, Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Like everyone should know to me.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't watch Seinfeld. And me and him are like,
I keep her at arm's length.
yeah, get away from me, you savage. I didn't mean that.
Yeah,
Savage
it's
part,
funny.
that's weird.
Like,
I think she's ethnic.
I went through a period where I would just order T-shirts offline.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
All like television. Not that.
Oh yeah, most of my shirts now are like shirts like that because I just went through a stage where I just like.
Oh, here's the problem. I ordered 15 different shirts. All dope. I mean, I got hoverboards. I got Save the Clock Tower. I got Quint's Shark Rescue Retrieve.
That's awesome.
I got all these. I got the Double Deuce. I got all these dope ass shirts, all XL, and I wear a 2X.
Yeah.
I gained weight, man.
You're gaining weight?
No, I grow. Well, yeah. I mean,
oh, when you bought the shirts,
yeah.
You didn't gain weight. But now you've lost weight. Now you may try the shirts.
They're still tight.
Still tight?
Yeah.
I know the feeling, man.
I can't belly shirt a Double Deuce shirt.
I know the.
You got Patrick Swayze wearing the same shirt. Yeah.
I know the feeling, man. Most of my shirts are tight on me.
Toy.
Yeah, they're tough.
Yeah, but all those shirts would fit you. I just don't. I refuse to get rid of them yet because I know.
That's what I'm like, I'm going to lose the weight.
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to wear my shirts again.
It's all about the shirts. I can give shit.
That's why, like,
else.
recently Shannon and Caitlin were like, we only see you wear, like, the same, like, the Indian shirt, the Sea of Thieves shirt, the Flash shirt. I'm like, these are the shirts that fit me well. These are the shirts that aren't tightly uncomfortable.
Right. Yeah, I got a rotation of, like, 6.
Like, they got me, like, 2 Pushing shirts that, like, fit well, too.
Yeah.
But they're in my laundry.
How many people, people don't buy me shirts very often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like birthday gifts.
Say birth.
Birthday. Sorry, sounds like.
Yeah, I have a shirt that you gave me. I haven't really worn it
the
because
Beats one.
Yeah, the Beats World Tour, Killer Tofu Tour.
You gotta shout your lungs out.
I fucking love that show. Man.
Yeah.
But
I was actually singing the Pepper Ann theme song the other day.
Which one?
Pepper Ann.
I don't remember.
Who's that girl? What's her name? Is she cool? Is she lame? Yo, I'm talking about what's her face?
Pepper
Ann.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was singing that at work yesterday.
Oh, God, your people must love you. I go through the aisle. I'm like,
Killer tofu.
E-I-E-O. I was thinking about that, man. Like, all the cartoons growing up. Like,
That's the only time anyone's ever going to hear me sing.
No, I thought it was fantastic, man. Some of the best cartoons, like, all right, every generation is going to think their music best, their movies were best, their cartoons were best. We by no means have the greatest, like, I think the movies of the 80s were some of the best movies. I think the 90s had a lot of killer, like, TV shows, like, Fresh Princess, things like that. But when it came to cartoons, I mean, mid to late 90s, man.
It's all Nicktoons, dude.
Nicktoons, you had,
and then the Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh, for sure.
ABC's One Saturday Morning was a good thing, too.
Oh, One Saturday Morning was fantastic.
Yeah.
Recess and all that. But, like, I'm talking, you got stuff from Doug,
Mm-hmm.
Rugrats.
Oh, yeah. They're bringing Rugrats back, dude.
What was the one with DuckTales?
DuckTales, yeah.
One of my favorite cartoons of all time, man.
They brought DuckTales back, too.
Darkwing Duck.
Love Darkwing Duck. I was a big Cat Dog fan.
Yeah.
Rocko's Modern Life.
Rocko's Modern.
I wasn't a big Ben and Stimpy. I wasn't a big Ren and Stimpy guy.
Neither was I.
Or Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Although I did like the movie Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Yeah. I didn't like the show.
Just because it was them on an adventure, not just watching MTV and sitting around high or whatever.
I think
Rocket Power. Do you remember that show? It was like a
No.
bunch of kids. I think they lived in Hawaii. They were like skateboarding and rollerblading and stuff.
I don't remember that.
There's a new kid shows up, joins the crew. They call him the Squid.
Tailspin.
Tailspin was a good one. Yeah.
Can you sing the song? Any of these? You picked a song that has like no words. The one that's the most like Seinfeld.
Chicken pot pie, chicken pot pie.
Is that it?
No, I just made that up actually.
Not,
I don't know if anyone else has done that, but it just popped in my head just now.
No, what about Tailspin?
I don't know the Tailspin one.
There's that one part where I can never figure it out. It's like spinning, winning, spinning, ha ha ha, tailspin. You know what I'm talking about?
Spin away. I know it now. I can hear it now. I remember. Do you remember Mike from Blockbuster?
Yeah, he made
when we moved, he made you the mixtape of just like cartoon theme songs.
I fucking loved it, man. One of the best gifts I ever got in my life.
That guy was cool. I remember I saw Balboa with him, Rocky Balboa.
He had He even had Rocky stuff on there. Yeah,
such a cool. It's some surprising. His name just popped in my head.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him. And then they. That's where I learned all the words to DuckTales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we saw Rocky Balboa as just two grown men crying in a movie theater. Rocky.
When I lived out there, I only saw one movie in the theater, and I saw it twice, which Departed. That was in Norwalk.
Yeah.
I went to that theater they had, and I watched it twice. Just because the ending just blew me away, you know. I was like, I gotta see it
I wasn't like I was. I didn't think they'd do that because I've seen it. I saw Infernal Affairs way before I saw.
You saw what?
Infernal Affairs, which is like a Japanese movie that the movie's a remake of.
Yeah.
So when I heard that like Leonardo DiCaprio was playing that guy, like the cop, I was like, "There's no way they're gonna kill him off."
Right.
Spoiler alert: they do.
Yeah. Well, it's been a decade.
Yeah.
Or so.
You're good.
So I ended up watching Deadpool 2 when I was sick.
What day did you watch it on?
Sunday?
We
Saturday.
watched it too, but I think we watched it on Friday.
Well, it would have been Saturday then, I think.
Because Caitlin went to a football game at her school, so we just watched Deadpool 2 while she was gone.
What was the other one? Did I tell you?
You watched Ready Player One?
Yeah.
That movie's so fucking good.
That was ridiculously good, man. They're both fantastic.
I saw Ready Player One in theaters, and I was like, because I don't really buy a lot of movies nowadays. I know if I want to watch a movie again,
I'd buy that.
I'll rent it off Amazon because it's like $3, $4. I'd buy Ready Player One.
I think it's because it's one of the more innovative movies to come out, but it felt so. Spielberg said it was the third most difficult movie he's ever directed.
Really?
Yeah.
I have the book. I haven't read it.
Behind Jaws and Saving Private Ryan.
I can imagine Jaws was difficult because all the problems they had with the shark.
Yeah. But this one, mainly because, like, I don't know how involved he is in video games, man.
Yeah.
And, like, that
well,
was...
Medal of Honor was his game.
Oh, was it?
He was a producer on Medal of Honor. It was like after Saving Private Ryan came out was when the first Medal of Honor came out. That's why it's got the big D-Day moment at the beginning and stuff. Yeah.
Was he a part of that because he's a fan of games, or he's a fan of...
I think Electronic Arts and stuff.
A fan of, like, World War II and
Probably
stuff.
World War II. Like the first Medal of Honor game.
Yeah, I just liked all the little nods to games throughout there.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's so much stuff, dude. There's so much shit in there. You know what that movie showed me? That they could make a Gundam Wing movie and it'd probably be badass.
I don't know what that is.
Like the giant mech robot at the end with the laser sword. That's from Gundam.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
Which is an anime. But no, that movie's so good, dude.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think
I love Ben Mendelsohn and everything. He's like the CEO bad guy. The guy from the movie we watched with him and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, the guy who was a tool.
Yeah. I'll watch him in anything. He's so good, man. He's so fucking good.
TJ Miller, man. There was a TJ Miller weekend for me.
It was a TJ Miller weekend for you.
I didn't realize that
and Deadpool
that shit
too.
happened to him until you told me afterwards.
Yeah. He quit the Silicon Valley.
But that was like a year ago.
And but apparently everybody when he quit was like, thank God, the guy's a fucking douche and a half. But like then he just started having all these like he was on an Amtrak train, he threatened to blow it up.
Well, he called and said that a girl on board had a bomb on her.
Yeah.
Because I was reading all these articles. Like, you know what I did notice when he was talking? Like, if you shut your eyes and, like, every so often, I mean, obviously he has different inflections on a lot of the words, but his overall voice sounds like somebody.
Yeah? Does it sound like TJ Miller?
No. Jason Lee.
Jason. Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very similar voices, man. Very distinguishable voices. And I think that's important, especially like an animated and or acting period. Is like if you have a voice like that, you'll always stand out. I mean, look at It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
What's his nuts? His voice is
Charlie. Oh, Danny DeVito.
no
Charlie.
I mean that you cannot mistake that voice.
You hear it, you're like, that's Charlie.
Yeah.
That's Charlie Day.
I mean,
The new season's really good so far.
yeah, that's what you're saying, man. I just need to get back on a normal schedule again. Get back into the normal strokes of life again. Get better and healthy.
Yeah.
And start planning this holiday season. I'm excited now, man. You got me
Yeah.
all pumped up.
Pump, 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 pump.
I'm still throwing around the
Sorry.
idea of this.
I'm sorry.
You should. I'm still throwing around the idea of like a Halloween party or not. I don't know if I can financially afford it. You know?
Yeah. Well, if you throw a Halloween party, I'm going to make you some of that hooch that I had at that hooch party.
Wow, you're saying
It was so
it was
good.
dangerously good.
Dangerously good.
I had
I had an apple. I got woozy eating an apple slice. Soaked in Everclear. So
That's because his blood sugar is just all over the place.
yeah. I didn't eat that day. No, I ate, right? What did I eat? I don't think I ate that day. No, we had breakfast. And I had a cookie at the party. And some cookies.
You really filled up there, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I feel weird when it comes to like situations like that where there's a bunch of food out and there's a bunch of people. I feel weird being like, excuse me, I'm going to take a slice of pizza. And then people are looking at me like watching how I take that. And then maybe they're watching how I'm eating it. I'm very self-conscious about how I eat.
I think you're self-conscious. Like nobody's
Nobody's paying attention to me.
nobody-
I just think everyone's like laughing. Like, what a jerk.
You know, I would love to like take a camera and a microphone for you being at a party like that, and like you just do your thing, and then after each thing you do, I'll go up to random people. I'm like, so what do you think about Anthony eating that piece of pizza? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who the fuck's Anthony? There's pizza here. That's probably what they would say. Oh shit, let me get some.
I did make a few jokes at the party, which went over pretty well, I think, with strangers.
I love how you remember your jokes. Like I never remember anything I say.
Yeah. I did something yesterday at work that I thought was funny. Like, my assistant manager made some display, and she was like, I think it looks like garbage. And I stopped. Some guy was walking by. I was like, yo, sir, what do you think of the display? You like it? And he was like, yeah. And then I was like, see, he likes it. And he like, and that's when Andy Kaufman walked up.
Oh yeah, the guy with the.
He looked just like Andy Kaufman.
Like
dude.
a wet
I
one?
swear. Huh?
You said a wet Andy Kaufman?
No, he looked very tan. He had darker skin. That's what I was getting
How the
at.
fuck did I get wet?
But
What were these jokes?
I can't remember now.
Now that you're on the spot, you're like, it's too much.
I remember I tried making a joke yesterday, and then the guy got like again because I was one of the guys I worked with was like took it serious and not as a joke and was like, well, I don't know. Yeah, why do they do that? I was talking about my hatred for vegans. I was like, I hate about vegans, and he's like, what? And I was like, they want to be vegan, but they want to eat everything we eat.
Yeah.
Because I saw we had like vegan blue cheese dressing, and the first ingredient in it was like veganese, and I was like, you want to be vegan, but you want mayonnaise? No, you don't get mayonnaise if you're vegan. You fuck off. You don't get these fucking fake vegan turkey slices for your sandwich. Just get out of here.
You ever watch that show, The Hot Ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, like occasionally they'll have vegan wings because the person.
If you're vegan, you don't get chicken wings.
Well, I guess they just want people on the show.
Yeah.
Let's dump this hot sauce down your throat. You don't get any wings.
But he was like, I said that to him, thinking he'd be like, oh yeah, but he was like, yeah, yeah. Why do they do that? You're like, eventually there's probably just gonna find something in this fake vegan crap that they don't like either. So, and I was like, never mind.
It's like talking to your family.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, no, talking to my family is different because I could be like, hi guys, and they're like, you're so funny. And I'm like, I am funny, yeah.
Classic. Remember that time Anthony said hi?
Oh, go.
See, you say hi, they all laugh. I say hi, I get a standing ovation. And a slow clap.
You son of a bitch. I'll take the laughter over a standing ovation any day.
Yeah, you want a slow clap, man. You've always wanted a slow clap. You told me that.
I do want a slow clap.
The end of a Disney movie slow clap. Like
What was that movie?
Cool Runnings had it.
Oh no, I was thinking of not another teen movie where that guy shows up the whole time. He tries slow clapping a bunch of different like scenarios.
I've never
That
seen
you would.
it.
You never seen another teen movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this guy would just like every so often something happened. He'll like start a slow clap and then look around, no one else is clapping. And at the very end, when the moment to slow clap, he goes to start it, someone else starts it.
It's like, son of a bitch.
He's like, why?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, it's a good movie. It's Chris Evans.
Is it good or is it
It's funny.
okay?
I watched it like last year and I was like, this movie holds up.
You know what I tried to watch yesterday? And I turned it off.
Thor.
No. Ocean's 8.
Ocean's 8. I have no interest in that movie.
So bad, man. It is so dry and so boring, and it is just an absolute cookie cutter replica, and it is no good.
Yeah, I have no interest in that movie.
Both Nicole and I were like, this. She's like, you're bored, aren't you? I'm like, yeah. She's like, me too. Let's turn it off.
It's funny you say that because the new episode of It's Always Sunny was about female remakes and stuff.
Oh no, that's what made me think of it
Because
too.
the episode was a female remake of a previous episode.
Well, they had a lot of those recently, like with Ghostbusters
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I don't know. I thought maybe they would.
Try something new.
I don't know, just make it a little funny. I don't know. You always have hopes. I guess it's like there's something I can't remember. Like it's gonna bug me because there's something I always try over and over and over. And each time I'm like, well, maybe this time, and I'm always let down. What the fuck is it? Ooh, that's gonna bug me. Tune in next week when he actually remembers.
Yeah, so hopefully, I'm 99% sure we got Charlie next week. We're gonna get in some deep stuff with him.
I'm telling you, I'm
Talk some
coming with my
shit.
A game, man.
Yeah.
My interview face is gonna be on.
Right on.
And there's gonna be no breaking me out of my zone of like Rob. You're gonna make everybody cry. Stop.
I didn't say stop this time. I was just letting you know. You're gonna make people cry again.
And then I was sitting over here. I was making people cry, eating a piece of pizza. Like, I wonder what they think.
So yeah, hopefully Charlie's here next week, and yeah, it should be good.
All right.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget you can check out a brand new episode every Wednesday. Stitcher, Spreaker, YouTube, maybe iTunes. I haven't checked to see if that submission has gone through. But if you can't wait till Wednesdays, you can always watch us live as we record. Twitch.tv/The Imperfect Podcast. Sundays or Mondays, it changes. Follow us on Twitch. You'll find out.
You know, I was thinking.